happening, tabletop gamers? My name is LeunameGames. Welcome back to LeunameGames Unboxes. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Arkham Horror Final Hour by Carlo A. Rossi and published by Fantasy Flight Games. Let's go ahead and flip over here to see what this is about. Obviously, this is set in the Arkham Horror universe, but let's see anyway. 5 minutes to midnight. Time to save the world. You arrive too late to stop the loathsome rite, and a monstrous transdimensional ancient one tears through reality. An eerie descent rift slashes across the darkened skies, berauding the nightmarish creatures that pour into the hollowed buildings of Miskatonic University. As howls and screams cut through the night, there is only one path left for your fearless investigators. Hold back the horde long enough to somehow reverse the summoning. So what I'm getting at is that this is supposed to be Arkham Horror, but faster. But I could be wrong, there could be more to it than that. So, with all that said, let's have a look and see what does Arkham Horror Final Hour have to offer us. So, we've got a little bag here. Let's go ahead and have a quick look at these. Alright, so, this is a setup. Let's have a look here. Okay, so there's our 3 different scenarios that you can play with. You've got Cthulhu himself, of course. You've got Shod Mel, never heard of that one. And then you've got Umordos, the Devourer Below, which I'm pretty sure is in the 3rd edition of Arkham Horror, but I could be wrong here. Alright, each of these seems that they come with a certain setup, which is nice. That's an easy way to set up the game. I'm pretty sure it's not the whole setup, but it's a start. Let's have a look at the rest of the components here. Are these sealed together again? Yes, they are. Alright, give me a second. Got them separated. Let's have a quick look. First off, these characters here. Artwork, pretty much the same thing as the other Arkham Horror game. Still, not bad artwork. I mean, I like the realistic look to them. I'm pretty sure I've seen you before. Right? And they are double-sided. I'm not sure why they decided to have the bottoms here kind of edge out a little bit instead of just having them go straight down. I guess it's not a bad thing. I mean, it makes them a lot more comfortable to hold, so that's a plus. Here is a flashlight token. Artwork's good. Easy to tell it's a flashlight. Differentiating between the flashlight and the background is easy. Strong quality. Double-sided. Pretty good. Here are what I'm assuming are roadblocks, considering that's what they kind of look like. They are double-sided, and with one kind of looking a bit messed up, the other is not. The artwork on them looks pretty good. It's pretty easy to tell what that it is, so that's nice. And here are some X tokens. They are double-sided, but they're the same on both sides, and they are easy to see. The X is clearly visible from the black background, and they are good quality, so that's nice. Here are some heart tokens, which I'm assuming is going to represent your health. They are pretty easy to tell apart. They are double-sided. Here's a red heart, and then here's a gray heart with a crack in it. So if you are colorblind, you'll still be able to show which heart is healthy and which one is not, so that's nice. Here are some more tokens with these weird symbols on them. You may remember my Arkham Horror unboxing that had tokens that are like this. These, however, have the same backs to all of them, which is this weird swirl, which I'm not sure what that'll mean for this particular game, but they all do look pretty good. The swirl here is easy to tell apart. The symbols here, I guess they're pretty distinctive. You can tell this is a biohazard, this is like a little star, this is a hexagon. So that's pretty nice. And then there's this little exclamation point, which is the same on both sides for some reason. Here are some, I'm assuming these are clue tokens that you're going to be trying to get. These have different backs on them. Some of these have symbols, some of these have a key on them. And then, actually that's it. So some of these have symbols, some have a key. The symbols on the back of these might be a bit hard to tell, because I don't think the backs really differentiate enough. The keys, on the other hand, work fine, and they're bright keys against a dark background. Same here, it's a dark magnifying glass against a bright background. So that's nice, but if you are colorblind, you might have a hard time seeing these different shapes. And then we've got a bunch of different monsters that I'm assuming that these, or at least some of these, are going to be representing the horde that you're going to try to keep back until you can reverse the summoning. I don't know too much about the Cthulhu mythos. I don't know if I've said that before, so I can't really judge the looks of these. But in terms of artwork, they are pretty good. I can tell what each of them are. The symbologies are pretty easy to see, so that's pretty good, I suppose. Alright, so next we've got, I'm assuming this is the main board. It looks like the main board. It is sealed as well. Not sure why that is. Give me a second to unseal this. Alright, so I got the board unsealed. Let's go ahead and have a look at it here. Now this is actually a pretty big board. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fit it all in the camera, but I'm trying my best here. And I guess, yeah, in terms of artwork, it definitely looks nice. I love the layout of this. It kind of looks like an actual campus. And I've been to college campuses, so I kind of know what they look like. Now, none of them I've been to ever look like this, but it definitely would seem like it's a college campus. I love the amount of detail that's on the board. That's very nice. There's a bunch of arrows going everywhere, so I'm not sure why that's there, but I'm sure that will make sense when I learn it. Overall, I do like the look of the board. It definitely has a bit of a realistic look to it. It's also divided into different zones, which is nice. The font for each of these zones is very easy to see. You can tell what is what. Overall, pretty good looking board. So now we've got these little standees here inside a bag. Let's pop these open. Let's see how well they fit into the characters. They fit in well. They stand up well. They do leave a little bit of an indent after you remove them, but I don't think it's so bad that it's recognizable, so that's good. Let me go ahead and get this stuff out of the camera. Alright, next up, we've got a deck of cards here. We've got a small deck of items that I'm assuming you'll be able to get. Let's have a look at them. We've got the Tika Halot, the Glass of Mortlan, the Necronomicon, the Gate Box, the Elder Sign, the Ruby O'Reilly, I've seen that before, the Crystal of Elder Things, Shining Trapezoidron, I don't even know how to say that, and the Zantsu Tablet. So those are all these items. Artwork aside is really good. I definitely enjoyed this type of art. Font, pretty easy to see and pretty easy to read. I might have made the text for this maybe a bit, I don't know, thicker, I guess is the right word, to make it a little bit easier. But as it stands, it's not bad. And the other one is a deck of, I'm not even sure what this is. It has an eye and a little, I guess, a rhombus or something. Let's go ahead and have a look at them anyway. They all have numbers on them, so I'm going to assume they need to stay in this order, but I could be wrong. Here's some more rhombuses with eyes. They've all got a certain shape with them. So I'm assuming this is going to basically happen when it's the game's turn to try to make you lose. Or at least make it harder. Alright. Artwork. Not bad. Not sure what they're going for with this though. But, I mean, it doesn't look bad. So that's nice. And now we've got one more pack here. Let's get this thing open. There we go. So, let's have a look at these real quick. These all look the same, with the same background and such. Oh, here's some reference cards. Has what you can do on your turn and what the game's turn will be. Has some iconographic explanations as well. That's nice. Let's have a look at these. What are these? Oh, okay, so these actually relate to the different characters. Okay. Interesting. That's going to be a new way to play it that I've not seen before in the other Arkham-related games. Interesting. So, that is everything you will get if you obtain Arkham Horror Final Hour. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. That means a lot to me. If you want to know how to play Arkham Horror Final Hour, or you want to know my thoughts on it, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more tutorials, reviews, and unboxings. Thank you all as always so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.